All right, family. So I'm excited to be with you tonight, man. We got a special training. It's one that I've done before, but I kind of just added a little bit more stank to it. You know what I'm saying? I want to come to you this evening and sell you the dream. I want to sell you the dream of the Primerica Regional Vice President opportunity, because I think that at least once a year, you need to have a reminder training, a reminder session that taps you into why you should want to become a regional vice president. Or if it's not something that you've even considered, you don't even know what regional vice president is, or you're a person that you know what it is, but you like, I don't know if that's what, I'm just going to have you humbly consider it as an opportunity to become successful and to do something big with your life, right? Because let's keep it all the way 100, man. We all want to be successful in life. Am I right or am I right? We all want to be successful in life. Nobody wants to be mediocre. Nobody wants to be, marginal, and nobody wants to be somebody that's I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go to work, eat my cheese sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all might get fancy, eat your pimento cheese sandwich and work your 8+ hours and go home. Hopefully that's not you. You joined Primerica because there was a still small voice inside of you. And I probably said this to a lot of y'all, because I might repeat it. There might be a still small voice inside of you that wanted more. And that more might be more options, more freedom, more money. Why? Because you deserve it. Man, don't look at me like I'm not telling the truth. You know you deserve to make more money. Erica, them folks ain't paying you enough money on your job. Am I right or am I right? You ain't even got to answer that. You can just shake your head yes. Man, you like, man, I didn't gave these folks my blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I'm saying? I didn't work weekends for these people. I didn't miss occasions. Some of y'all didn't miss babies' birthday parties, trying to take care of business at the job, man. You didn't sacrifice vacation time, all for the sake of that. Man, them folks ain't talking to you about your goals and dreams not one time. And here we are. I'm telling you right now, man, it's your time to win. And I just want you to strongly consider, this message is really for the new people, because I think that sometimes we come into Primerica and we believe, Super J, that, man, we just here to make a few extra dollars a month. Yeah, man, I'm gonna get this little insurance license, make me a little extra $200-300 a month, maybe sell a policy, every quarter, and I'm gonna just go and lay it on down, right? Something like that. And we don't even know what we have our hands on. It'll be no different if I had this right here and I was using it as a paperweight, and that's all I used it for, was a paperweight. And then somebody see me using it as a paperweight. I got it all weird places, stuff like that. They're like, bruh, why are you using that cell phone as a paperweight? And I say, a cell phone? What's a cell phone? Bruh, you don't know what that is? Let me show you what this thing is capable of. Let me show you this, man. This is an iPhone. Don't hate. See, you can sign into this thing. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. Man, you see all these different little apps on here. And I'm like, for real? I didn't even know that stuff was on there. I never clicked the screen. I never saw what was all on here. I can do this. I got apps on here. What? It's almost like somebody pulling the wool out from over my eyes. It's just saying, look, man, let me unlock this thing for you, because you've been walking around using it as a paperweight, but this is a tool that can manage your life. This is something that can get you further in life and make things easier for you. And I truly believe, Queen, man, there's people walking around thinking that Primerica a paperweight. They think it's a paperweight, man. And they like, man, I'm just trying to make an extra $50 every 2 years. And I'm like, man, why are you treating the Primerica opportunity, a 6-figure, 7-figure a year income opportunity, like it's something that's small? Super J, am I right? You can come on mute, talk to me, man. Am I right or am I right?
Nah. You totally right. And I like how you liken that into treating Primerica like a paperweight. If that didn't tie it up for everybody on this call, I don't know what did. Us being vice presidents, that just laid us flat. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that is so true. And so being on these trainings and getting all this great information about the opportunity that's before you, the opportunity that can change your life, it's so many levels, right? There's so many levels. And yeah. There's so many levels. And you know, I was telling Alicia the other day that Primerica is the greatest self-development course that you can ever take, you know. And that's mainly because everything that you're gonna learn in this company, right? And your why is the power for you to change. Whatever your why is, if it's not causing you to change, you got to dig a little bit deeper for your why. So I'm not trying to go on a tangent, Coach, but this opportunity is super legit, and it's definitely not a paperweight.
Hey, Super J, hey, you definitely not, you know, hey, bruh, talk your talk, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be hitting you up throughout the training, you know, to just co-sign and just give your seasoning on what we talking about, because you're a regional vice president. You paid your price. You know what it means to get that contract and how powerful it is. And big shout out to you, Alicia, man. We're gonna be coming to you in about next week, man. So yeah, big shout out to you, my sister, because I know you just passed tests and all that good stuff. So just know we're gonna put you in the winner's circle. Just this is a sneak preview. So but yes, guys, that's what we want to talk about tonight, is the power of this opportunity. And I just want to humbly submit. You know, I think I did it like this before when I did it approach it, but I'm kind of coming a little bit stronger tonight as far as why I think you should become a regional vice president. And let me say this, we're talking about helping you become a regional vice president. We're not talking about just trying to send you on some mission on your own. No, man, we're talking about helping you become a regional vice president. Now, what I'm talking about, it's not an easy win, but it's worth it. And I'm gonna show you why it's worth it, right? And so let's get into it a little bit. What I wanna do tonight, family, is I wanna sell you the dream. This is Sell You the Dream 2.0, right? Becoming a regional vice president. Because too many of us are already living the nightmare. Y'all ain't hearing me. Too many of us are already living the nightmare. Before I joined Primerica, man, I was living the nightmare. You know what the nightmare was? See, the nightmare, have you ever been experiencing a bad dream? I'm talking about a real bad dream. And I'm talking about the dream is so real and so vivid sometimes, Quee, that you might be sweating and all that type of stuff. I mean, you legit scared in your sleep. And then somehow or another, it dawns on you, I'm dreaming and I can actually wake up. And you'll be like fighting to wake up. Then you get out of that dream and be like, you don't even want to go back. You'd be like, okay, let me get my mind right. So, because I don't want to go back to sleep and pick up where that dream left off. Are y'all with me? And so I'm here to tell you right now, I was living the nightmare before I came to Primerica. And my nightmare might have been somebody else's dream. Let me go ahead and paint that for you, man. I had a degree, or I have a degree, I should say, a computer science degree. I borrowed a lot of money for that degree, right? And I worked on a corporate job in corporate America where most people consider, man, you made it, Nick. It was basically the epitome of what my parents had told me to do. Go to school, get an education, get a good job, get good benefits. I did all of that. The only problem is I hated it. I hated it, man. I was going nowhere fast. I was like, I don't want to do this for the next 30 years. So I felt that I was living the nightmare and I couldn't wake up from it. And so what ended up happening is that I found this opportunity and it allowed me to start waking up. And so what I want to do is I just want to wake some people up, because you might be living the nightmare and you kind of become comfortable in that nightmare. We talking about wake up, right? But it's time to wake up, man, because I don't think the God we serve means for you to go to work for somebody for 20, 30, 40 years to make them rich and you end up in poverty. Here we go. Let me jump into it. We're going to go there tonight. Come on with it. All right. So this is what, let's lay a foundation, right? Let me state my case, right? So Black people as a whole, we got money, right? Y'all have seen this before. You know, so this might be new to some, familiar to others. There was a Nielsen report that came out a few years ago that they estimated Black buying power in America at $1.2 trillion. If you just took the Black community in America and you separated us out as our own country, we'd be probably one of the 10th or the 12th richest nations in the world, right? We got money. The problem is we're not doing anything. Well, we're not doing enough with our money. We're not building wealth. And what I want to talk to you about, I wanted you to consider it this way, is that, look, you becoming a regional vice president is a conduit for you to help other people who look like you, come from where you come from, create more wealth. Here we go. Even though we got money, let's unpack this thing. We're a small piece of a bigger puzzle. See, there's a YouTube video. If you go on YouTube, you don't go right now, but at some point tonight, go on YouTube. There's a 7-minute video that CNN Business did a few years, like 4 or 5 years ago. You just type in the Black wealthy 1%. It talks about that, the Black wealthy 1%. This CNN Business video, 7 minutes, is going to come up. And in that video, oh my gosh, it's so powerful. You're going to find some of these facts and statistics. It says the wealthy 1% in America, the top 1% has a minimum household net worth of $7.8 million. Now, that was back in 2013. I guarantee you that number is probably more than doubled now, considering where wealth is in this nation and how it's multiplied over the past almost 10 years, right? This is back in 2013. The top 1%, the wealthy 1%, you had to have a minimum household net worth of 7.8 million, Auntie. But check this out. Of the wealthy 1%, African Americans made up only 1.7% of the wealthy 1%. Y'all ain't hearing me. We only made up 1.7% of the wealthy 1% in America. And check this out. It gets even more interesting. You hear these things about the wealth inequality gap, the racial wealth gap in America. Well, look at this. For every $1 of wealth that our white Caucasian counterparts have, Black people have 6 cents of wealth. For every $1, we have 6 cents. In addition to that, see, we running and getting all kind of degrees, thinking that that's going to be our leg up. And look, I don't have anything against a college degree. I don't have anything against formal education, grad school, and all of that. I just don't think that it equates to wealth like we think it does. The median household net worth of a college graduate that's Black is $32,780. For a non-college graduate white person, it's $80,692. Now, here, listen to me, family. I know that there's some things that are systemic. I know that there are some things that, hey, man, race plays a very, very vital part of that. Hey, look, Rahima knows that I live on that street, right? I know that's true, right? But what I'm saying is that nobody's going to come rescue us. Nobody's going to come and give us any type of reparations. Nobody's going to come and give us, make us whole like other communities and other people have been made whole. If we're going to rescue us, then we have to rescue us. If we want to be rescued, we got to rescue us. Man, we on Gilligan's Island all by ourselves. Ain't nobody coming to search for us. Ain't no search party coming out for us. We have to get off the island ourselves, right? So check this out. So this is the blueprint. Most people, You're going to get 20 years of education. This is elementary, middle school, high school, college, and maybe a little bit more than that. A formal education, 20 years of formal education. And most people get dumped into a system of the job, the job. 90% of the people work at a job. And you can say whatever you want to, what a job stands for. Most people say a job is a job. I say it's just over broke, journey of the broke, jumping over bills, because that's what happens when you have a job. Now, I'm not trying to demonize job. I'm just calling a spade, right? And most people work 40 to 50 years on jobs. You might have a job here, you might have a job there, you might have 2, 3 jobs at the same time, whatever the case may be. Most people are working for other people for 40 to 50 years, only to retire 10 to 15 years with what we call a shaky retirement. And what is a shaky retirement? Family, that means that you are retiring and forced to live off anywhere from 40 to 50% of what you were earning when you were working full time. That's most people's life. And if you like me, you got your mind looking at you like, really? Like that is the reality. That's the reality, right? Am I right or am I right? Is that what's going on? Look, guys, I've been doing this too long. I've been doing this for over 19 years. Now, some people have a good retirement, God bless them, but that's not the majority of the people that we know and that we're going to come across. A lot of people, there's a lot of fear and trepidation as they go into retirement. Why? Because they know that the reckoning is coming. I don't know if I'm going to have enough money. Am I right or am I right, y'all? And so people work longer. How many of you guys, this is real, for those of you all who you sit down with clients and you do these financial plans, you know, you've been in the business for a while. How many of you guys have heard people, more than one person, a lot of people talk to you about, well, man, I probably ain't going to be able to retire. I'm going to probably have to work for the, how many of y'all have heard people saying stuff like that? Because the reality is starting to set in. That, man, retirement is not an age, it's a dollar amount, and I don't have the dollars. And so that's most people's reality. And I don't think that this is right. I don't think that that should be who we are. Check this out. This is what's going on. This is some articles that I pulled. Man, the black-white wealth gap left Black households more vulnerable. There's an article talking about 5 charts that show the extent of the Black wealth gap in the US. The pandemic is widening the racial wealth gap. The Black-white economic divide today is as wide as it was in 1968. Y'all gotta be kidding me. I'm telling you right now, family. It's real. And it all starts with how we look at this right here. I'm selling you the dream. See, there's 4 ways to make money. You can be an employee. You can be an employee. This is where your income is based on the position that you have and not the person that you are. Super J, I'm going to come to you in a minute because I want you to put some seasoning on this. This is the life of an employee, is a person who has a job. Your income is based on the position that you have and not the person that you are. Let's keep it all the way 100, right? Let's keep it like the young folks say. Let's keep it a buck, right? Let me ask y'all something. Have you ever been on a job, and it could be your current job, where you just felt somewhere inside of you, like in this area, just somewhere inside of you, that the people that you work for, they just weren't paying you enough? Have you ever felt that way? It's okay to raise your hand. It's okay to be honest. You just like, man, they getting over on me, man. For what I do, I should be getting paid more money for what I do. I've been here for so long and I've been dedicated and devoted working. I haven't had a raise in, I can't remember. Anybody ever felt that? Well, you just been like, Lord Jesus, like, just get me through, right. And let me be honest with you. You're right. And the reason why you're not getting paid enough because they're not paying you. They're paying the position that you have. I'm going to repeat that. Jobs don't pay people. They pay positions. Are y'all with me? Now, there might be an income range for your position, and they might play with that to where they might pay so-and-so a little bit more higher on the scale for that position. But pretty much, if y'all got the same position, y'all getting paid roughly around the same amount of money. Now, I understand that there's disparities based on color and gender. I'm not, oblivious to that. Trust me, I understand, right? But that's the life of a job. That's the life of an employee. Well, me and Super J, we can be employee A, employee B, right? And so or we could be teacher A and teacher B, right? We all love the teachers, right? Big shout out to the teachers here. I know it's star testing time and stuff like that. We love you guys. And I know the school year is almost over and you can feel that tingling on the inside. I get it, man. Hey, we love our teachers. But Super J and I, we could be teacher A and teacher B. I'm teacher A. I love teaching. I love the kids, right? I've been teaching for 5 years. I'm Johnny on the spot. I'm doing everything for the kids. I'm tutoring. I'm after school. I'm doing everything. Man, I'm getting it in, man. I'm trying to really help the kids. I'm trying to do everything above and beyond my call of duty, right? To be a blessing and to be a beacon of hope to these kids. I'm getting paid $55,000 a year. Justin, too, is a 5-year teacher. He hates kids. Look at his face. He doesn't like the kids, right? He strolls in there right as the bell is ringing. Man, his disposition is one of like, don't bother me. I'm just here to do my job and get paid, right? He wanted to work in another area, but he didn't get hired in his degree field, so he fell back on teaching. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. And so he's in the classroom teaching as a fallback. And the minute that he gets another job, he's out of there, but he just been stuck teaching for 5 years. He's not tutoring. He's not doing anything. He's getting paid $55,000 a year. Let me ask y'all something. Type in the chat. Do you think that's fair? Do you think that's fair? You can go ahead and respond in the chat. Do you think that's fair? People are saying no. I got you. And it doesn't matter if you think that's fair. That's called salary. It's called salary. And that's called a job. Super J, talk to me, man. What's your thoughts on the job, brother?
Probably who said that it wasn't fair. It is fair. It's fair because it's what you signed up for. Right? I mean, nobody put a gun to your head and made you do it. You was like, hey, this is what the contract says. This is what I'm accepting. This is everything that I agree to, so that you can go show up and complain about it. That really makes sense. It doesn't make sense because it's two things that's happening, for the people who have a job and for the people who own a business, right? So a person who has a job, you're in the posture of what's happening to you. So when you see people at the job in the corner or on lunch break, they be congregating for 30 minutes or for an hour or whatever, and they all talking, you know what they talking about? What's happening to them? My boss, they doing this to me. Man, they took my overtime, or man, my check, this, that, and the other. I'm stressed. They talking about what's happening to them. And so for the business owner, you're in a posture of making things happen. Big difference. Making things happen versus what's happening to you, right? And so a lot of people get disgruntled on the job too because they're trying to make things happen on the job, but it's not designed for you to make things happen. And that's why you still go and talk about what's happening to you because you can't make things happen on the job. But in this great Primerica opportunity, right? You putting yourself in the position so you can have the posture, right, of making things happen for you and your family. That's what I got.
That's so good. That's so good. Because at the end of the day, guys, the job of a job is not to make you wealthy. The job of a job is not to make you wealthy. The job of the job is to make who you work for wealthy, or to give who you work for an opportunity to achieve their goals and dreams. That's the job of a job. They only gonna pay you so much to where you gotta come back next week. Have y'all ever noticed that? Does anybody get paid enough to where when you get your paycheck, you can take off for the next 2-3 months and not worry about money? No, dude, they don't pay you that much. They pay you just enough to where you can pay your bills for this week or your bills for this month. And Kim, you gotta come back next month because you need more money to pay it. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all think that's by accident. No, that's by design, right? And so that's what it is for. And that's why you see a lot of people getting frustrated by inflation and the cost of living going up, because as the cost of living is going up, wages are staying stagnant. Y'all ain't hearing me. But that's the lifestyle of an employee. So you always going to be behind the 8 ball. You're always going to be somebody else's leverage when you're an employee. And there's always going to be this sense of, man, I'm not getting where I want to go. I'm not making enough. It's too much month at the end of the money. Why? Because it's designed to be that way. Super J just talked about, man, people get together and they talk about what's happening to them, right? But they don't understand, Super J, that's what a job is supposed to do. You know what your job is designed to do? Your job is designed to do 2 things, right? Your job is designed to hopefully pay your bills, just pay your bills, not make you wealthy, but pay your bills. And your job is designed to trip, to just trip. Just, have y'all ever had somebody that's just there to annoy you? Like they are a thorn in your side just to annoy you, right? Have y'all ever had somebody around you like man, I can't be around this person for too long because they annoy me. Well, that's your job. That's the job of your job, is to annoy you. It's there as a thorn in your side, right? To remind you that your gifts and talents are bigger than, y'all ain't hearing me. All right, here we go. All right, so that's the employee. Self-employed. This is a person who owns a job. Dentist, doctor, lawyer, hairstylist, real estate agent, salesperson, to where you own the job, to where your income is based off the work you do. Let's go back to me and Super J. Let's say we're both real estate agents. I'm real estate agent A, he's real estate agent B. Let's say that as real estate agent B, he's out there killing it. He's selling homes left and right. He's marketing. He's on social media. He's doing seminars, webinars, first-time home buyer workshops. Man, he's really working his business. And he's selling somewhere in the ballpark of about 50 homes a month. He's killing it and he's making a lot of money. But if I'm real estate agent A and I'm barely working my business, I'm not even passing out cards or anything like that. I'm just kind of trying to do a little bit here, a little bit there, and I only sell maybe 2-3 homes a year. He's supposed to make more money than me, because in a self-employed structure, the more work you do, the more money you should make. Am I right or am I right? And so in essence, it's a fair system when you're self-employed. But here's the problem with being self-employed. Y'all want to know what the problem is with being self-employed? See, the problem with being self-employed is that 100% of your income is based on you, the person who's doing the work. That's the problem with being self-employed. And sometimes, Constance, people who are self-employed mistake themselves to be business owners. Sometimes people who are self-employed mistake themselves to be business owners. See, when you're a business owner, you can make money whether you're there or you're not. Who in here you got a barber or a hairstylist that you mess with from time to time? somebody to braid your hair and things like that. If you went in to get your hair done, you know, you paid Joe Black $100 to cut your hair. You know what I'm saying? Get the laser fade, you know, all of that good stuff, right? If you show up and Joe ain't there, do you still leave the $100 on Joe's chair? No, he ain't gave you the laser fade. I'm not giving him any money. And there's the problem. See, when you're self-employed, if you're not physically there to do the work, you can't make the money. So you can make good money, but where's your freedom? Where's your freedom? Because if you get sick for a week, you make no money for a week. If you go on vacation for 2 weeks, you make no money for 2 weeks. And God forbid, if there's a serious situation that you have to deal with that takes you out for 2 months, how much money does a self-employed person make in 2 months? Zero. So it's a fair system. The more work you do, the more money you earn, but it's a high touch thing. It's a high touch thing. You have to physically do the work to make the money, Kimberly Lewis. And that's the problem with being self-employed. And so what I want to show you is the business owner. The business owner owns a system, has others working for them and with them, unlimited income potential, all of that good stuff via manufacturing, marketing, distribution, all of that. Man, this is somebody who owns a business. They own a system to where they have others working for them and with them. They can make money, but have freedom. And then there's the investor. This is a person who has money working for them. And money is the best employee. It never steals from you. It never takes off. It never asks for a smoke break, a lunch break, none of that. Money just keeps working, 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 and is trying to recruit other employees. And when you're an investor, you enjoy complete freedom and have an opportunity to achieve your dream. So here's the question, family. If you had a choice, which side would you choose to be on? The left side or the right side? This is a question. I want you to put it in the chat, blow the chat up. If you had your choice, which side would you want to be on? The left side of the quadrant or the right side of the quadrant? Left side or right side? Which one would you want to be on? And hopefully, you guys are saying the right side, because the right side is the right side. I see it. But the problem is, family, we've been conditioned to only think about being on the left side. We've been raised, we've been reared to only dream as far as the left side. But what I want to tell you tonight is that selling you the dream, we want to give you an opportunity through this business to truly transition from the left side to the right side, because we on the right side, you will have more options. You will have more income, and you will have a greater chance of achieving your goals and dreams. Are y'all excited about that? Hopefully y'all excited about that, man. And so here we go. And so with that business owner, it's like building a money machine, unlimited income potential, right? Money just making money. You can go on vacation for a month, you're still making money. God forbid you get sick and you're going through treatments, you're still making money. You got to go tend to mom and daddy because they got some challenges going on. You still making money. Man, you want to take the summer off in a gap year and travel with your kid and all that stuff. You still making money. Man, you know, you got money to be able to fund your goals and dreams, to give away, to give to men, still making money. Building a money machine. That's the dream. So how are you going to build your money machine? How are you going to do it? Well, let's talk about one of the most successful small businesses in the world. We're all familiar with it, and I'm not making this up. What I'm about to show you next, this company has been called the most successful small business in the history of American business. This is the most successful small business, what they label, in the history of American business. And what I'm talking about is McDonald's. Even though McDonald's is a huge corporate conglomerate, McDonald's has franchises, and that's why they call it the most successful small business system in the history of American business. See, y'all don't respect McDonald's. Let me put some respect on McDonald's name. Check this out. Did y'all know a new franchise opens up every 7 hours? Every 7 hours that goes by, a new McDonald's is opening. Y'all ain't hearing me. They serve over 58 million customers a day. They operate in over 100 countries. They own more land than the Catholic Church. They sell more toys than any retailer. They sell more pancakes than IHOP. They sell more chicken than KFC. And they are the largest buyer and seller of beef in America. That is the most successful small business system in the world. That's McDonald's, right? And if somebody came along and gave you an opportunity to own your own McDonald's franchise, and it was something that you can step into and you can afford it, would you take it? I know I would. If somebody said, hey, Nick, I want to give you a McDonald's franchise, Erica like, boy, sign me up for that deal. I'll take that McDonald's. Yes, I'll take it too. But let me show y'all what it takes to actually get a McDonald's franchise. Have y'all ever looked into this? If you haven't, I'm going to help you out. This is what it takes to own a McDonald's. If y'all ever interested, right? And so these are the steps. It's step one. They got steps. Step number one, they want you to read the franchise disclosure document. That document is over 375 pages. You got to read it first. Step number two, they tell you be prepared for a lot of expenses. Step number three. They want you to learn the conditions of operating a McDonald's, right? Step number four, then you undergo the application process. Y'all ain't hearing me. See, you had to go through 3 different steps before you even got to step number 4, just to apply for the McDonald's. Just to be able to apply for the McDonald's. So when you apply for it, that don't mean that you got it. There's other steps. You got to undergo corporate training process. Then you, not McDonald's, you have to hire professionals. You have to hire a franchise consultant. You have to hire a franchise lawyer. You need to hire a construction company. If you're not taking over an existing franchise, starting up a new location, you have to hire the construction. Y'all ain't hearing me. You got to go through all the application requirements. You got to get the basics set up. There's more. You have to hire the employees. You do. You got to try a soft opening. And then once you open, you got to prepare for the ongoing franchise fees and expenses that owning and operating a McDonald's entails. And so let me put a number on it. Pre-opening costs and equipment and supplies to open up your average McDonald's range from $1 million to $2 million. That is to gain access to that business opportunity. The most successful small business opportunity in the world. Pre-opening costs, I ain't talking about operating. Pre-opening costs, $1 million to $2 million. And do y'all know how much the average franchise owner of a McDonald's makes? So y'all think that these people making millions of dollars and all of that? Yeah, that might be their total revenue, but check this out. The average annual profit per franchise for a McDonald's owner is $150,000. Y'all ain't hearing me. That's the average profit. Now, we ain't talking about revenue and money they bring. I'm talking about after they pay all the bills, all the expenses, all the insurance, all the workman's comp, all the employees, all the franchise fees. The franchise owner's profit on average is $150,000 a year, not a month, a year. So with that being the case, it'll take 6 to 13 years to recoup a person's initial investment, for you to get into the black after opening up a McDonald's franchise. And still, if given the opportunity, if we had the money, most of us would sign up for that deal. Yeah, I'll open it. Most of us sign up for that deal. They'd be like, man, on a McDonald's franchise? What location? In that location? Yes, sign me up for that deal. But I want to share you, I want to show y'all something. Because this is our opportunity right here with Primerica. See, when you come on board with Primerica, we pay the pre-licensing costs. We're going to pay your life insurance exam fee, meaning we're going to reimburse it. Fingerprint, background check, all that, state licensing fees. We're going to pay for you to get your investment license. Primerica is going to pay you a field training bonus. To the unlicensed people, they do certain requirements. All this opportunity costs you is $99 one time and $25 a month. And you get access to over $1,500 worth of licenses and bonuses that are given to you. And if you become a regional vice president, put in sweat equity, right? See, the price you pay is the work. Sweat equity, check this out, Cons. The average annual income for a regional vice president Primerica is $108,000 a year. $108,000. Average annual income for a Primerica RVP right now, it's probably over $108,000, but $108,000 a year. You mean to tell me that you pay $99 one time, $25 a month for an opportunity to put some work in to become a regional vice president, and that regional vice president contract on average can pay you over 6 figures. All you got to do is put in the sweat equity, the work to do it. And over $1 million to $2 million to buy a McDonald's franchise gonna only pay you $150. Yeah, come on, y'all. Come on. I'm selling you the Primerica regional vice president dream. I'm selling you that dream. Everybody will sign up for the McDonald's. Who wants to sign up for RVP? To become an RVP. Come on with it. Here we go. Check this out, right? And so these are the different contract levels in Primerica. You have a rep who's on a 25% contract. You have a senior rep who's on a 35% contract. District leader, 50% contract. Division leader, 60% contract. Regional leader, 70% contract. Regional vice president is on 110% contract. Regional vice president, rep to regional leader are all considered part-time contracts. RVP is the full-time contract. Here we go. What I want to key in on is here. Because if you wrote a $73 a month life app on all these contract levels, let me show you what it'll pay you. Let's say it only took you 1 hour to do it. And $73 a month for a life app, that is the average size of a life insurance policy for our hierarchy. That's why I'm using $73, Cameron. $73 a month is the average life app size for our organization. So what would that life app pay you in total commissions? I'm glad you asked. As a rep, it'll pay you $200.25. This is your total commission. As a senior rep, $280.35. As a district leader, guys, this is part-time, 1 hour, $400.50. Division leader, $480.60. Regional leader, $560. Y'all ain't even excited. And it's just the part-time stuff. Guys, how long did it take you to bring home $560 on your full-time job? Have y'all done the math on that? I want you to do the math. That's your homework tonight. How long does it take me to bring home $500 on my 40+ hour a week full-time job? Do that math. We're talking about as a regional leader. My goodness, you making that in 1 hour, part-time. Here we go. And Queen, we around here thinking this thing a paperweight, baby. Here we go. But as an RVP, regional vice president, not even including bonuses, pay you $881.10. Somebody just had the hair stand up on their arm. Like, oh, look, what? What's going on? $881.10 is what that $73 a month life app will pay you as a regional vice president. Y'all ain't excited. Y'all ain't excited. I think Prince might be excited though, but y'all ain't excited. Here it is. But check this out, guys. So with regional vice president, if you're an RVP and you have a team and you and your team do $10,000 in life insurance premium in a month, you get access to a 10% bonus on your total production. So Primerica is going to pay you a bonus on top of whatever commissions you make. And if you and your team do a $10,000 base shop, y'all do $10,000 in premium together as a team, they're going to pay you a 10% bonus. So that increases the total payout to 120%. So let's see an example of that, right? Let's say that there's a regional vice president. They have a base shop. Check this out, Super J. They're doing $12,500 in premium. Just by doing a base shop, just by running a base shop that does $12,500 in premium, that's a six-figure income in Primerica. Let me show you how 15 life sales a month as a team, 15 life sales a month as a team, that ain't nothing but what? 4 life apps a week as a team? 4 life apps a week for you and your team. If y'all do that, that'll pay you over 6 figures as a regional vice president. Let's just say that you had you yourself as a vice president, you're doing 5,000 of that life insurance, of that 12,500 in life insurance premium. You're doing 5,000 in personal premium, life insurance premium. And you have a division leader leg and a district leader leg that are under you. The division leader leg, they're responsible for 5,000. And then the district leader leg does 2,500. You add them all together, your personal 5,000, the district leader's 2,500, and the division leader's 5,000. That's 12,500 in life insurance premium. As an RVP, 12,500 team premium, your income breakdown is this. For your 5K in personal premium, that's going to pay you $5,287. Your override. See, that's the thing. You get a chance to override. For the district leaders production, those 3 life apps, the override commission that Primerica is going to pay you is about $1,442. Division leader, which is about 6 life apps, the override from your division leader is going to be $2,403. Let's say you mix in some securities in there because we believe in buy term insurance and investing the difference, right? Let's say you got a few securities here and there, 50,000 in personal securities. Julia, that's going to pay you $1,240. Then you're going to get a 10% bonus on top of all of that. They're going to pay you a 10% bonus on the 12,500. They're going to bend that through your QBI. It says OBI, but it should be QBI. They're going to bend that through your QBI. That's $937. That annual income is about $135,000, almost $136,000. Y'all ain't excited. That says is your job going to give you a chance to do this is you doing it on your own, around your schedule, around people that you enjoy working with, from the comfort of your own home, making a 6-figure income, helping 15 families a month as a team. Not you personally, you and your team. You help 6 people, a couple other people help these people. 15 families a month paying you $100 and almost $36,000 a year. Who's excited about that? Come on. But it gets better because they say, hey, look, man, if you're doing this, your focus should be to get your base shop to a 20 by 20 base shop, to where every month your base shop is doing 20 recruits by $20,000 in life insurance premium. Why? Because you get an increase in the bonus. If your base shop levels up to doing 20 recruits and 20,000 in premium every month, instead of getting a 10% bonus, you get a 20% bonus. And now your total base shop payout is 130%. So let's look at that example. Let's say Super J and Brittany, man, they do a 20 by 20 base shop in 1 month, and they're doing that, man. And so let's say they got a couple of people under them. They got a district leader, they got a division leader, and they got a regional leader. The district leader's doing $2,500 in premium. Division leader did $5,000. Regional leader did $7,500. They themselves put their name on $5,000 in personal life insurance premium. It's how the income breakdown. For that $5,000 in personal premium, they're gonna get paid to $5,287. The district leader override, like we just said, it $1,442. Division leader override compensation is $2,403. Then what you get off the regional leader, $2,884. So you do 100,000 in securities because you're gonna find some more securities reduction in there. That's $2,790. Colin, check this out. This is the bonus right here. The 20% bonus on the 20,000, 75% QBI, $3,000 in a bonus that Primerica gonna pay you. That works out to about $213,000 a year that you get paid. Y'all ain't excited. I'm excited though. I'm selling me the dream. How about that? But your focus here is you want to get to your first regional vice president. You want to promote your first RVP. So when you get into the business of promoting RVPs, you start really building an organization that can make you free. That's what you start getting to. You start getting to a place to where you're giving other people a chance to build a legacy for their family. And the name of this game, if you want money and freedom, you want to become an RVP so you can promote RVP. Shake your head, yes. And so let's talk about the power of promoting other people to regional vice president. So Primerica allows you to override people in your organization through 6 generations. So you can build up to, you can override up to 6 generations of RVPs, meaning that if your RVP has an RVP, who has an RVP, who has an RVP, you can override them. And these are the percentages up to 6 generations. See, the more RVPs you build, the bigger your bottom line. No other company pays generational overrides like Primerica. See, I know sometimes people talk about real estate. Oh, I want to get into real estate. I want to be a real estate agent, this, that, and the other. And that's fine. You can be a real estate agent. Here's the problem with the real estate model. You can make a lot of money in real estate. If I go sell a house and I'm killing the game and all that good stuff, and I'm making all the money, that's great, right? I can make that. Either you're going to max out or burn out. There's only 24 hours in a day and you're not a machine. So I know some of you guys were like, Nick, I don't just want to become a real estate agent. Or I know somebody that's not a real, they're a real estate broker. Which means that they have agents under them. And when their agents go out and they sell a house, the agent gets paid, but they get an override too. So if I go into real estate, I don't want to just be a real estate agent, Nick. I want to be a real estate broker. And let me explain that broker agent model. See, a person, in order for them to get a real estate license, they got to go to real estate school. Here in Texas, it's Mando. You got to get a certain amount of hours. To even go take the test, you got to go to real estate school. And so you got to go to class. You got to get some hours in, and you got to take a test. Don't that sound familiar? Yeah, it sounds familiar. So you got to go to class, get some hours in, study to take a test to get a license. That's to get a real estate license. Then once you get a real estate license, you can't just go out and start selling houses. You got to affiliate yourself with a real estate broker. And the broker's responsibility is to house your license. Follow me now. They train you. They give you the infrastructure and everything that you need, probably the environment to work out of. And when you go out and sell the house, is your broker right there with you to help you sell that house? No. You're going to drive the client around. You're going to stand out in the hot sun. You're going to go into this house and that house and this, that, and the other. And hopefully they buy. And when they do buy, there's a commission that's generated to where you get a percentage and the broker gets a percentage. But where's the broker? They're not there, but they get a percentage. That's how they get paid, right? Now, in that relationship, everybody, if you had a choice between being the broker and the agent, you would probably want to be the broker, correct? Because you can get paid and not have to physically be there. That's the American dream. Here's the problem. Let's say that I'm one of your most gifted agents, Kim Jones, and you're my broker, and you train me and all that good stuff. but I get it in my spirit. Check this out, that I want to be a broker. See, y'all ain't hear me. See, I'm good at selling houses, Julian. I'm a great real estate agent, and I've been doing it for a couple of years. But the Holy Spirit spoke to me and said that, brother, you need to be a broker. And so me and my wife, we pray on it and stuff like that. And I make a decision that I'm going to go become a broker, Erica Phillips. And I go take my broker's license exam, and I come to Kim and I break the news. Kim, it's been real. It's been fun. You family, but I'm about to go do my own thing. I'm a real estate broker too. What, Nick? For real? I didn't know. Yeah. Well, where you gonna go? I'm opening up my office right down the street from you. Check this out, Alicia. I'm opening up my office right down the street from you, and now I'm your direct competition that you trained. Y'all ain't hearing me, man. I'm your direct competition that you trained. And when I go out and I grow my brokerage and my organization, all that, Kim Jones gets no money off what I'm doing. But I'm using all the skills, the training, some of the techniques, the stuff that she taught me. Guys, it'll be no different if you work for a restaurant or a daycare center and you said, you know what, I'm gonna go open up my own daycare center. I'm gonna go open up my own this or my own that. Some of y'all work for companies and you're gonna break away from that and go do consulting in the They make no money off of you. Primerica's different. We say, hey, look, we want you to become a broker. We're gonna help you become a broker, because when we help you become a broker, in our system, we don't lose the income stream off of you. So we ain't hating on you. We ain't trying to sabotage your business. No, we're trying to help you win, because when you win, we win. So we ain't focused on our win. We're focused on your win. And I'm telling you right now, Auntie, a lot of people, that take them a minute to grasp that concept, because as Black people, we ain't used to nobody trying to help us win. We're used to people trying to get over on us. But in this system, we're here to help you win, because when you win, we win. Y'all remember that scene in Friday? You know, don't act like y'all ain't never seen the movie Friday. Y'all look at me like, Friday? What's the movie? Ice Cube, Chris Tucker. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Bernie Mac was in there when he, yeah. There was Debo, there was a scene when Debo had that boy bike, and he rolled up on Debo trying to get his bike back. Y'all remember what I'm talking about? And he said, man, Pop's tripping. Pop's tripping, man. I need to get my bike back. He was like, I'll just keep it at my house, but it's like it's both of ours. Like it's both of ours. Of course, y'all know what happened next. Debo didn't go for that. He hit him in the eye and all that good stuff. But I'm here to tell you, family, you ain't got to worry about us hating on you, because this is like both of ours. It's like both of ours, right? So we want to see you win. We want to see you get real big and make a lot of money, because it's like both of ours. Are y'all with me? And you ain't never been a part of no system like that. I promise you, you have. So that's why it might sound strange to you. It might be weird. It might be, what's the catch? What's the catch? No, it ain't no catch. It's just a perfect system. And so check this out. You're able to override for 6 generations. Not only that, there's senior leadership levels beyond regional vice president. You become a senior vice president when you have a minimum of 3 first-generation vice presidents. You can become a national sales director when you have a minimum of 6 first-generation regional vice presidents. You can become a senior national sales director, but you must have a minimum of 9 first-generation regional vice presidents. In each of those senior leadership levels, you can earn a higher percentage bonus. The bonus that you can get as an RVP Doing a $10,000 base shop is 10%. When you're a senior vice president, if you're doing at least a $10,000 base shop and running 50,000 through first, what does that mean through first? That means that your base shop combined with all of your first generation regional vice president base shops, y'all doing a total of 50,000 life insurance premium, you get another 17% bonus. Y'all ain't excited. National sales director, 21%, senior national sales director, 23%. I'm not going to get into all the details and the math of it, but man, it's a lot of money, right? You can even get an additional bonus. They call it a power builders bonus. If as a senior vice president, check this out, through first, you're doing a 75,000, you're doing 75,000 in production through first. You get a 24.5% bonus. There's an extra 7.5% in the bonus. Let me get into the particulars. I know we're running short on time and I want to get through it all. Let's just say that you're a senior vice president doing a $20,000 base shop, right? That's the equivalent of you and your organization doing about maybe 22 life apps a month, right? You have 3 regional vice presidents that are each doing $10,000 in their base shops apiece. So that's a combined 30,000. You add those numbers, that's 50,000 through first. As a senior vice president, they'll pay you over $300,000 a year in Primerica. It pays to promote regional vice presidents. It'll pay you over $300,000 a year. Guys, that's over $25,000 a month. But then let's just say that you become a power builder senior vice president. Let's say you have your base shop as a senior vice president doing 30,000. You got 3 RVPs. Their base shops are doing 15,000 premium a piece. You combine all those numbers together. That's 75,000 through first. Man, that's going to pay you about 425. Man, come on. A year. And this is the direction that Raheem and I are headed. And this is what we're trying to coach everybody to. That's a vice president. You become a senior vice president making over $500,000 a year. And I'm just submitting to you. I'm trying to sell you the dream. Why not you? Why not you? So why should you become an RVP? Let me sum this up. For a chance to make a lot of money and have freedom and control of your time to enjoy it. See, that's financial success, family. You can make a lot of money and not have any freedom. That ain't financial success. You can have a lot of freedom, but no money. Oh, Lord, you just unemployed. You just unemployed. So you need both to have true financial success. Money and freedom and control of your time to enjoy it. I'm telling you right now, becoming an RVP can give you access to that opportunity. Why else should you become a regional vice president? I'll tell you why. It's the only place in this business opportunity that you can promote and override other regional vice presidents. It's the only place. And that's one of the main reasons, if not the number one reason, why you want to become a regional vice president. So you can promote and override other RVPs, because if you're doing that, you're going to make a lot of money and you're going to have a lot of freedom. For a chance to get awarded Primerica stock. Oh, you get stock. And Super J, I'm going to need your help with this. Check this out. When you get promoted to regional vice president, Primerica is going to give you $15,000 in PRI stock. $15,000 worth of stock. Then once you become a regional vice president, for every newly licensed person in your organization that writes $1,000 in their first $1,000 in life insurance premium, just their first $1,000 life insurance premium, you're going to get $250 in PRI stock. For each licensed person that writes their first $1,000 premium, you get $250 in Primerica stock. Then for every district leader that you promote, according to the guidelines, you're going to get another $500 in Primerica stock. And then for every regional vice president that you promote as an RVP, you promote an RVP, Primerica is going to also give you $15,000 in Primerica stock. So if you receive $15,750 in Primerica stock, this is building wealth, guys, for every person you help recruit, become licensed, and get to regional vice president. Over $15,000. Justin, talk to me, man. When y'all got promoted, did y'all get some company stock or did y'all get some company stock?
We did. We did get some company stock. Let me see here. I was trying to pull that up. I was trying to see how many shares. Hold on, I'm pulling it up now. I think it's like 89 or something like that. Something that populated on there that I ain't never seen before, y'all. And so here it is here. Hold on. just to get the specific. It is 86. Mm-hmm. It says career equity shares, 86 of them things. And so we excited, man. That's all I can say. We excited. But we're more excited about, now that we've crossed the waters, to be able to put people in position to be able to cross the waters as well. That's the only reason to become a vice president, is to give other people a shot to do the same thing and to be able to change their family dynamic. And so we super fired up, man. And it's funny looking at that commission spread and you seeing regional vice president 110%. We looked at that for so long, y'all. But see what we got to deal with. All right, y'all. I'm sorry. Somebody rang the doorbell, it seems. But anyway, super fired up and seeing that. So 110% to finally experience that. It's kind of like somebody who hasn't, who's looking to get a driver's license, right? And you tell them, hey, you get licensed, right? But this is how it will feel when you get behind the wheel, right? They can tell you all day, but you never know how it really feels until you actually get in that seat, put your seatbelt on, turn on the ignition, put it in drive, and start to accelerate. Then it all starts. When you start to see them cars going by you, you trying to make sure you driving, right? You ain't trying to wreck the car, get hit by nobody. That's how it feels at the RVP level. I mean, we basically in the car, y'all, and we just like, oh man, it feels so good to be here. But RVP is the place to be, man. You can be who you want to be in Primerica. I've said that so many times. You cannot be who you want to be on your job. That's why you left your mom and dad's house, right? That's what I was telling Alicia when we just met the other day. I was like, that's why you left for your mom's and dad's house, because you wanted to be grown, right? Because grown people even though you're grown, you can't be grown living up in your mom and daddy house, right? Hey, close that front door, letting all my air out the house. Hey, you can't be rolling up in here at 3 p.m. Not in this house. You need to get your own spot. You be like, oh, see, here we go. I got to go out and get my own spot so I can be grown, right? I can do what I want to do. Dress how I want to dress in the house, right? Come and go as I please. See, on the job, it's like being at your mom and dad's house, because you can't be grown. What you doing coming in here at 8:15? You supposed to be here at 8 o'clock. This ain't your house. You better get it together, right? You supposed to be working. What you doing, surfing the internet? Oh, so you think you can just do whatever you want to do in this house, right? I'm going to put you out. You do that one? I'm going to put you out. The thing is, you can't be grown on the job. Can't be grown. As grown as you are. You be like, yeah, I ain't grown right now, but let me clock out. I'm going to be grown as soon as I get up out of here. I'm just trying to let you know, right? But here in Primerica, you can be who you want to be. And guess what? You can be grown in Primerica. You can be. You can be grown, right? You can be who you want to be here. And regional vice president is the destination. That's what I got, Coach.
Man, that's so good, bro. Hey, we just trying to grow up. That's it. We trying to be grown. That's all we trying to do. Just be grown, right? And man, let me tell you something, man. Justin talked about, man, look, you can be grown and get some equity too. You can get some wealth put in your pocket. Man, you get this Primerica stock. You get your shares, right? $15,000 worth of stock. And I'm not going to even talk about what the potential of that stock is. Oh my God. Anyway, what else? Chance to build a financial legacy for you and your family. Because the opportunity to become a regional vice president, family, is available to you. It's available to you. That's why you should become a regional vice president. It's not just available to a couple of people, a few people. What degree do you have? What gender are you? What color are you? No, this opportunity is available to you. So if it's available to you, you have people that are willing to work with you to help you develop and go there and get there. Why not take advantage of it? I'm just trying to sell you the dream. That's it. Last but not least, we have different promotion levels. Road to RVP. We just looked at it. Representative 25%, senior rep 35%, district leader 50%, division leader 60%, regional leader 70%. Then you get to RVP. We're going to help you climb through the levels if you desire. We have different promotion guidelines for each level. I won't unpack them tonight for the sake of the time, but we'll help you and we'll show you and we'll teach you how to go through the levels to become a regional vice president. We want you to, right? But these are the different contract levels to RVP, but there's 3 of the most important positions in Primerica. These are the 3 most important positions in Primerica. Number 1 is district leader. Number 2 is field trainer. Number 3 is regional vice president. These are the 3 most important positions in Primerica. So if you're not a district leader, we got to get you to district leader ASAP. That's the first step. If you're a rep, if you're a senior rep, we have to get you to district leader. And then the next most important position in Primerica is we have to get you to become a field trainer. Now we have a whole field trainer protocol and a boot camp and all that stuff that we take you through to help you get on track to becoming a field trainer. That is the second most important position. And then the most important position in Primerica is regional vice president. RVP is the place to be. So if you want to go to RVP, you have to first become a district leader, then you have to become a field trainer. And once you become a field trainer, that's putting you in the pole position in the driver's seat to become a regional vice president. So how long is it going to take you to become a district leader? How long is it going to take you to become a field trainer? And last but not least, how long is it going to take you to become a regional vice president? Because family, the opportunity is available to you. This is not a paperweight. This is not a doohickey. This is something that can help you accomplish your goals and dreams. And that's all I got. I love y'all.